good morning, everyone, and welcome to This Day.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 25th, and it is National Catfish Day.
Yes.
Yes, he is excited today, and we're going to tell you a little bit about that in just a few minutes.
Yes, love me some catfish. All right. Today on our show, we have from Hoag, in fact, it's Hoag Parkinson's and Movement Disorder Program. We have Dr. Selena Schaefer, and a neurologist, going to talk about all the stuff that's going on with them. And really, I think it's a really good program that they have over there. Then we have a woman on who actually lives in the community here, and her name is Lisa Kursoff with the Caregiver Knows. We'll find out about her. And then a wonderful organization called the Heartfelt Cardiac Project, and I think they're located down in Laguna. Am I right, Lisa? Yeah, so Lisa's going to find out all about that. And then there's a new club here. It's called the Deluxe Nightclub, and we're going to find out from Ray Bogie all about them, and it sounds like a really fun event that he's going to be having.
It does. All right, we only have one meeting today. It's the United Board special meeting, and that'll be in the Sycamore Room at 2 p.m. Okay, so it's National Catfish Day. Catfish have a variety of body shapes, though most have a cylindrical body with a flattened ventrum to allow for benthic feeding. So that's all big words there. A flattened head allows for digging through the substrate as well as perhaps serving as a hydrofoil. Some have a mouth that can expand to a large size and contains no incisiform teeth. Catfish generally feed through suction or gulping rather than biting and cutting prey. The most commonly eaten species are the channel catfish and the blue catfish. A favorite dish of many Americans, this fine finned fish can be prepared many different ways, but the most popular is to coat it with cornmeal and fry it. In 1986, catfish comprised the third highest volume of finned fish consumed in the United States. Today, I don't have any statistics for you, but I'm sure that Ken will chime in on the last slide, which is a delicious meal of catfish, hush puppies. No, keep going. There we go. And some coleslaw. Ken, would you like to comment on that?
That is good eating right there. I mean, I'm seriously, I love catfish. And, as Lisa was saying, most that we get, obviously, in this area is going to be farm raised. If you go down to the south, you'll certainly find some fresh catfish down there. But the hush puppies, if you haven't had those before, what they basically are the same kind of dough that you would use to make cornbread, and they take bits of it and throw it in the oil. And the reason it's called hush puppies is the legend goes they used to throw that to the dogs to keep them quiet when they were hungry. So I don't know if that part's true. I do know I love them, both of that. Catfish, hush puppies, little coleslaw, man oh man. I need to live in the South, folks. Here we are, going forward today and tomorrow, we're still going to have that thicker marine layer. Lighten up a little bit on Thursday, then Friday and Saturday. We're going to warm up a bit. We're still not going to be probably hitting, our normal conditions, but on Saturday and Sunday, I think we might be. I have 79 there, of course. That depends. If we hit around 81, 82, that would be our normal temperatures right now. But, I'm kind of loving this because you get into the afternoons and the evening, and it's beautiful out, and then the fog comes back in. Yes, along the coast, it's not clearing up too well down there, but overall, not bad. I'd rather have this right now because we know what's to come later on in the summer as far how hot it's going to get. Let's look around Orange County and elsewhere today. And Palm Springs is down to 99 degrees today. They might reach 100, but they're kind of down a little bit. So is everywhere else compared to yesterday by about 3 or 4 degrees. But overall, not much difference than yesterday, and kind of the same thing tomorrow. Then things will start to warm up on the weekend, but I'm liking this. I don't mind this at all. All right, we will be back in just a moment.
Did you know that the Laguna Hills Lodge was originally built as a place for relatives or friends to stay when they were visiting? In 1968, Laguna Woods' residents built the first 2 buildings of the lodge because they wanted a place close by for visitors to stay. Since then, the lodge has become the spare bedroom for the Laguna Woods' residents. The lodge has received the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence 8 years in a row. We invite you to stay in one of our recently remodeled garden rooms and take advantage of a special offer for Laguna Woods' residents, family, and friends.
Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry. Head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
Welcome to the Invitation to Lexus sales event at South County Lexus. As our guest, you'll find a different customer experience and a remarkable selection of luxury, craftsmanship, and performance, all with exceptional values. Whether you prefer to lease or finance, we have your best interests in mind. You're invited to discover an extraordinary buying and ownership experience. At South County Lexus, different is amazing.
Through my window, I see the first sunlight, and I feel the warm ocean breeze. I see the waves that lulled me all night. That's what my window brings me.
Look at this.
That view is $1 million.
It's amazing. We can look at these kinds of places within our budget.
You don't have a bad view from here anywhere you look.
It's all about the view. Sunday night is beach night. Sunday night at 8, only on HGTV.
Welcome back. Dr. Selena Schaefer is here with us today, and she is going to talk about Hoag Parkinson's and Movement Disorders Program. And you know, Parkinson's is an unfortunate disease that takes over certain movements, like we just explained. Give me a little background about what it is.
Ultimately, one of the best ways to describe it is actually a chemical imbalance. Dopamine goes down, all the other chemicals that the brain makes goes a little haywire, and those chemicals affect every system in the body. Okay. So it's not just movement. You'll see slowness of movement, you'll see tremor, but oftentimes it's more the internal feelings that the patients have.
Okay.
It will affect blood pressure, it affects digestion, it affects taste, it affects every system that you could possibly think of.
Okay, there's been an awful lot of talk about Parkinson's overall. I mean, primarily because of Michael J. Fox having it, so I think his persona and popularity has helped the disease get notoriety. So what do you think about how that movement's going?
It's a complete blessing. Michael J. Fox, Linda Ronstadt, Alan Alda just came out. His was dream enactment behavior. Okay. That gave to the diagnosis. So with the media and with that presence, we're gaining a lot of funds for research. We're gaining a lot of information.
Great. Is Parkinson's is it a slow process, or can it come on pretty quickly?
Parkinson's disease itself is a slow process. There are things that look like Parkinson's but are not, and those can be faster. But Parkinson's disease itself is it's actually a very slow, indolent course.
And how early can someone actually experience the problems?
The youngest I've had is early 20s. Michael J. Fox was actually diagnosed in his 20s.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Muhammad Ali was diagnosed in his 30s.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then it did take an awfully years for them to really develop a lot of this different symptoms.
Yes.
Wow. So let's you're new to Hoag as of March of this year.
Yes.
So, and you came from other areas. What were some of your specialties in the other places?
Same thing, movement disorders. I was up at the University of Utah at the Movement Disorder Clinic up there. I did my training at Barrow, the Muhammad Ali Center in Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
So that's, but I have been all over the U.S. Just doing training and being a doctor.
So what do you think about the movement and the movement disorders program that's here? How does it differ from some of the other places that you've worked?
We are building a comprehensive center. And what we're doing is we are in one location. You will have access to physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. We have an acute inpatient rehab for people that need intense therapy that are able to go into. And then the multidisciplinary group. So we have neurologists, neurosurgeons, neuropsychologists that all work together.
Okay. And what are some of the treatment options for someone with Parkinson's?
The beauty of the group is that we have everything. We have the old treatments, we have the new treatments, we have the up and coming treatments. We have medications, and when medications end their course, we're able to do deep brain stimulation. We have access to gamma knife radiation, high frequency ultrasound. All the newer technologies are out there as well.
Wow, you guys have everything. And then how would someone, like if they came into your center, what can they expect? Like how would the evaluation go?
So in my clinic, I usually spend about an hour for the first visit. They come, they meet me, we sit down for about a good hour, talk for a while, go over an examination, and from there we kind of determine their needs. Do they need to go to physical therapy, speech therapy right away? Do they need to have more social work, that kind of thing? Okay.
And I guess I would ask, what do you like about Hoag and their mission?
Gosh. It is, our mission is to cure Parkinson's, and that is what we're working towards. Not just Parkinson's, but all of the movement disorders. And there is a strong need and there's a strong desire at Hoag itself to actually push this forward.
Great. And then bringing you on, like, what is your primary responsibilities?
I am one of the movement disorder physicians there, and I am helping to build this institute. So it's one of those things that my role is to kind of help drive this thing forward.
Okay, excellent. Anything else you'd like to tell us about the
No, I think that, as soon as we're up and we're focusing heavily on Parkinson's at the moment, but we also treat essential tremor, dystonia, all the other movement disorders.
Okay.
So at the moment right now, I think the big news, like what you were saying, Michael J. Fox, is Parkinson's, but we treat all.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. And remember, if you'd like to know more information about what we just discussed today, you can go to hoag.org/neurosciences. We'll be right back.
I'm Dr. Leif Loberg, and I want to welcome you to our brand new facility here in Laguna Woods. We've been serving the community since 2006, and we're super excited to bring you an awesome team of doctors, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Asaturians, Dr. Vian, myself, here to serve you in our brand new state-of-the-art facility. Call us in the morning and we'll get you in the same day, guaranteed.
Managing your own medication can be stressful. For decades, we have watched you stand in line at your local pharmacy and battle with insurance companies, all to be left with the difficult task of organizing, managing, and remembering to take your medication. AmeriPharma offers a new way of simplifying the lives of you and your loved ones. Introducing AmeriPharma MedBox. How does it work? Submit your prescriptions and insurance information online. Get your medications delivered to your door. That's it. Medications won't come in bottles. You'll receive your pre-sorted med box that easily allows you to tear and take the required medication regimen at the plainly printed date and time. Never miss a dose or worry about whether you've taken it.
AmeriPharma MedBox is so simple, and now my mom can manage her medication all on her own, and that gives me peace of mind.
Don't worry about refills or haggling with insurance companies again. Our specialists do that for you. If you've got questions, we're here. An urgent prescription? Get it right away.
In previous years, I didn't require any prescriptions, but now I have to take about 7 or 8 due to various conditions. It's a management problem. My nurse told me about AmeriPharma's MedBox. I switched over. Boy, am I glad I did. It's really easy to use and it's solved all my problems.
Much different than what I had to go through opening bottles before. I'm so thankful. It's changed my life. It could change yours. You should try it.
We care about one thing and one thing only, your improved quality of life. Making medication simple for you and your loved ones is surely a step in the right direction. We have been trusted by patients, nurses, physicians, assisted living facilities, and the government for over 15 years. We are ready to take the next step with you in reinventing your pharmacy experience. Now we have reduced all of your pharmacy service needs to one simple box. AmeriPharma MedBox, the new standard in medication management.
Welcome back. Holly Morell is here with Heartfelt Cardiac Project, and she is here to tell us how you can take advantage of a really great opportunity. So I appreciate you being with me. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And you know, heart attacks and cardiac arrest are talked about quite a bit. I mean, we deal with it all the time. Let's start with, tell me what the difference is between the two.
Well, first of all, heart disease and cardiac arrest are the #1 killers in the United States, and most people don't understand that heart attack and cardiac arrest are not the same thing. In layman's terms, a heart attack is some sort of plumbing issue, like a blockage, and when a cardiac arrest is more of an electrical issue.
Okay, and a heart attack, like they both can cause severe problems.
Absolutely.
Right, and is one more quicker than another?
Well, typically someone stays awake through a heart attack and they experience some of the symptoms that we hear about, the pain in the left arm, the heaviness of the chest, so on and so forth. They're often told to take an aspirin or cough. CPR will be extremely helpful. Cardiac arrest being the electrical issue, unless you have access to defibrillation, which is the paddles, within a very short period of time, approximately 8 minutes, your survival rate is 95% of cardiac arrest victims out of the hospital pass.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, that's a shame. Well, you are here to tell us what Heartfelt does to save lives from sudden cardiac arrest. So tell me a little bit about how it got started and why it's so important to you.
So Heartfelt is a nonprofit organization, and we're dedicated to saving lives from sudden cardiac arrest through early detection, education, and increasing public awareness. And we have a primary focus on early detection. We go into community-based venues and provide approximately $1,500 worth of comprehensive cardiac evaluation for a small donation. And often free when we have funds to support that effort. I started Heartfelt after losing 6 of my family members to our genetic heart condition. I knew I was going to be a good spokesperson. I just didn't know how good of a spokesperson I was going to be, because I wasn't diagnosed myself until 3 years after running my program.
Oh, no kidding.
Right.
Oh, man. And so what actually happened to you?
When I was diagnosed, I had a defibrillator implanted, and that was back in 2002. And unfortunately, it hasn't been an easy road for me because I've had lots of complications relating to the device itself, including the need for emergency open heart surgery 7 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Wow. But I still feel blessed. I've been shocked by my device one time on the tennis court. So
You're kidding.
Yeah,
What
so-
did it do? Like, how did it make you feel?
Well, some equate it to like being struck by lightning.
Oh my gosh.
It's quite an ordeal. It wasn't a pleasant experience by any means, but I'm grateful, obviously.
Does it give you anxiety to know that that could happen at any time?
You know, when you stop and think about it, but I've had it implanted for such a long time now, it's very rarely on my mind.
Okay.
Sometimes I can feel the pacemaking capabilities, and that, you know, will often start the thought process, right? And start a little anxiety, but overall, not so much.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I mean, at least you kind of have overcome that.
Right.
You know, the statistics really are quite high for sudden cardiac death. Why don't you go through some of those for me?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, it's the #1 killer in the United States. A lot of people don't understand that it is also the #1 killer of women in this country.
Right.
And more heartbreaking, a young athlete dies in this country every 3 days from sudden cardiac arrest.
Wow. And is that because they're being, I mean, that's just a genetic makeup situation, right? It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with athleticism.
Right. It's just that if they have an underlying heart condition and they're participating in sport, it's just the added stress of the exertion and such placed on the heart.
Wow.
But it's because, again, people don't understand the difference between heart attack and cardiac arrest, so they don't think that otherwise seemingly healthy, active young people can be at risk, and they are.
Right. So when you go into communities or events and things, and you're providing what you said, what would you, I mean, it would be any age, or is it a certain age?
Right. Well, we screen ages 5 and up, so children age 5 and up, and adults, because everybody needs to be screened. The only reason why I don't screen younger, and we even had a 3-year-old die in my family, is that you have to have often different equipment, software, doctors, technicians, and so baby steps.
Right. So 5 and up. And then when someone comes to you, what are some of the things that you do for them?
In terms of
like if you're testing
the screening.
Sure.
So right now the best 2 tools for detection of the general risks of cardiac arrest are the echocardiogram, which is a cardiac ultrasound. It gives us a vision of the heart, so we're looking for structural issues. And then the electrocardiogram, or an EKG, which is measuring the electrical activity of the heart. Those are the best 2 tools for detection, so that's what we provide for every individual that comes through our screening process. And again, it's approximately $1,500 worth.
Well, that's a lot.
Right.
I mean, for what you provide. How have you been able to raise your money so far?
Well, I figured out how to save lives, but not so much fundraise. But we have been recipients of some nice grants. We have some very special donors that perhaps we saved their child's life, and they've been supporting our efforts, and individual donations, but primarily right now we're keeping afloat and being able to offer the screening for the donation to the next person by the individual making the small donation that we request for the screening.
Okay, and what are, do you have some things coming up where people can see you?
We do, and all of our screenings that are posted on our website are open to the public, again, ages 5 and up, and as soon as the dates and locations are confirmed, they're located at heartfeltcardiacprojects.org.
Okay, perfect. And then obviously you just mentioned the website, but they can also send an email to info@heartfeltcardiacprojects.org if they wanted any additional information about how to participate, right? Now, do you make any house calls or anything like that?
It's funny you should ask that. I have been known to. My mission is to screen as many people as possible, and if there's a specific situation where a family has missed every public screening that we have just completed in their local area, and perhaps they're really nervous over something that's occurring with a family member, sometimes I absolutely will make a house call.
Oh, that's great. I mean, I know we have many people in our community who may not be able to get to your location, so the fact that you do offer that is really nice.
Right.
So, well, great. Well, what else would you like to tell us about Heartfelt?
I just appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. Every time I have a chance to educate and raise awareness, I think that it has a powerful impact on our community, and I thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you for doing what you do, because you know it's really frightening how many people do die from this.
Right.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
And remember, if you want any additional information, you can always go to their website, or you can email them at heartfeltcardiacprojects.org. We'll be right back.
You made it. Years of hard work, investing, planning, and now you're here. The long-awaited reward you spent a lifetime looking forward to. But what now? After years of growing a nest egg, now you may want to manage it. Use it to fund your dreams, make it last as long as you need it, and leave some for those you love. So what do you do? Wall Street continues to be uncertain, and some conservative options have dropped through the floor. How do you maintain opportunities for growth and reduce risk of loss from market changes? That's where we come in. We are financial professionals. From insurance products to tax reduction strategies and guaranteed retirement income you cannot outlive, provided by the claims-paying ability of insurance companies. You've worked a lifetime to get here. Let us help you enjoy it to the fullest. For a complimentary consultation, simply contact us today.
We're at Gate 6 to give you some very important information about the gate clearance system. During the summer, we rolled out an RFID process to tag 14,000 vehicles in the community. It's really important that if you did not get an RFID, that you go down to resident services at the community center to be able to get a RFID decal. If you do not have an RFID decal and you come to Gate 6 or Gate 5, please use the guest lane so you do not hold up traffic. For more safety information, we'll turn it over to Tim Moy.
Great, Chuck. That's a great point with the RFIDs. RFID is the key. You've got to have one. If you attempt to drive through the resident lanes without an RFID, obviously the arms are not going to open. So it's very important you go down to community services and pick one of those up. Secondly, as you're approaching, hey, this is something new to us all. We're used to driving through pretty quickly, giving the ambassadors a wave and being able to be on our way. But now with the arms, we need you to approach slowly, about a distance of 3 to 5 feet from the arm. That's going to trigger the arm to come up, and you'll be able to pass through. But one reminder, those, as you know, Chuck, those arms are going to go down pretty quickly, and so it's imperative that only one vehicle goes through at a time. Hey, safety is a key out here. Let's keep our eyes open, aware. We've got to merge between the resident lanes as well. Mm-hmm. So let's watch out for our neighbors as we're coming through and getting used to this system.
Right. We're going to be, once we turn on the gates at the big gate barrier arms at 6, we will then be turning them on at Gate 5. So it's really important to head down to community services to get your RFID. For more information, please go to www.lagunawoodsvillage.com. Our priority is your safety.
Are your hearing aids not working as well as you'd like? The person who programs your hearing aids is way more important than how much you spent on them. The good news is that we can help. I'm a retired electronics engineer who will precisely reprogram your hearing aids to your unique hearing loss. If that doesn't give you significantly better hearing, I won't charge you a dime. You have nothing to lose and better hearing to gain. So call Hearing Remedy right now and ask for your personal better hearing appointment.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
And welcome back. With me right now is a Laguna Woods Village resident, Lisa Kursoff, and well, she's going to be showing a video that we're going to be having in July. I think we're going to show it 3 times, called The Caregiver Knows, The Fall Call, and it's a pleasure to have you here. Welcome.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Yeah, you are a resident.
Yes, I am a resident.
So, first of all, let's find out about you, and then we'll kind of get into what this is all about.
Okay, terrific. Well, I've been a resident for 10 years.
Okay.
My family's lived in the village for 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah, great aunts and uncles. I came out here about 10 years ago with my Aunt Ellis from Chicago, still maintaining a residency in Chicago and going back and forth, so I live in 2 states. By trade, I have nothing to do with the medical profession. I work part-time in the accounting software business, but have been very involved with Parkinson's and things that relate to movement disorders, managing care in the home. Like a lot of advocates, which I consider myself to be at this point, we start out as caregivers because you don't know what the future has to hold.
That's right, yeah.
So in my family, that was 3 family members with Parkinson's in a row. So I have 20 years of experience of kind of knowing what that house looks like.
Yeah.
That's kind of the story there.
Right, and so really this stems from your desire to help people live a day-to-day life within their home, but really about what the caregiver does. And the caregiver, of course, is quite often a family member. Yes, it can be a hard caregiver as well.
Yeah, a big part of this is, of course, the tips and tricks that inevitably help the caregiver. That's, and if the caregiver's stronger, then the patient is stronger. If the caregiver's happy, the patient's happy. Nobody really plans to go out and accumulate a whole bunch of knowledge on stuff like this, okay? I'm thinking about when I first started, I just started documenting different things that would help our family. An example of that was baby monitors. I don't have children, so I didn't think baby monitors. Yet I'm dealing with somebody who is falling a lot of times. So you still have to get a night's sleep.
Yeah,
You're not going to sleep right next to the person all the time. So baby monitors was a great solution. So many different things we came across. Many ideas that I came across from attending the Disabilities Expo. That's in Los Angeles once a year. And there's a plethora of products that you find that are by people who have MS or cerebral palsy, but they don't have really great marketing staffs.
Right.
So they have the greatest ideas, and then you go to these shows and then you bring these ideas home. You know, these ideas aren't always coming from physical therapy. Actually, oftentimes, and unfortunately, they're not knocking physical therapy. It's just we need a lot more solutions in the house.
Okay.
So it started with me just writing up a whole bunch of tips and tricks, and then it went into finding products for the home. My mother made a comment to me, and it was, I don't want to go to a nursing home, but don't make this place look like a prison. Okay.
Right.
So that was a big challenge. So if you really look out there, there's stuff that will make your environment look great. There's grab bars that don't look like grab bars. Okay. So from that, everything was just kind of written. When I got to Laguna Woods Village, I ran into some people from the video club, and they said, you know, a lot of this material would make for good video. And video's easy, and video's not easy, okay? I can attest to that. There's a lot of work in video, but years later, here we are.
Well, speaking of video, we're going to roll in in the background here, you know, you're going to talk over this, a short clip that you provided for us. And is this your aunt?
Yeah, it is.
This is your aunt. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know that Tai Chi. I know that guy.
That's actually that's Ed Tao, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to see this clip in full on Channel 6. And essentially what this clip was a result of was excess raw footage from a show called The Fall Call.
And that's the one we're going to be playing, I think, in July.
Yeah, that's like a 30-minute full show, and that has some history itself. But when you do a show like that, you obtain hours and hours of raw footage. This particular show was basically talking about what's behind the scenes of the ability to stay at home, because it is your choice. Assisted living is a nice word, but it means assistance, which means caregivers, CNAs. 90% of assisted living is of a non-medical nature. So who's going to be that assistant, and where is that going to be? So assistance can happen right here in Laguna Woods Village, one of the best places for it to happen. So this is like a 4-minute little video that shows a woman going about the village, minding her own business, using all of our wonderful amenities that we have here. But she's not doing it without help. She's doing it with 2 caregivers and an advocate. And I mention that because I know Laguna Woods Village does make a point. We're not an assisted living facility. We're not. But we are if you mind you know, you do your own thing.
Now, of course, along with that too, and people have to decide this on their own, is the cost involved. Sometimes it can be considerably less to go to a place that has assisted living because you know you've got everything that's needed right there. You know, a 24-hour caregiver, if it's a family member, of course, can be quite hard. But you know, having 24-hour caregiver that is somebody that's hired can be, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars a month.
Oh, sure. These are all individual decisions. And the beauty of it is that, you know, if you don't look at this stuff as negative energy, if you take it on and go, gee, someday I might really need assistance. Where are my kids? Oh, wow, they're living in Arizona. You know, the planning of it does help a bit. The reason why this video is called You Can Stay at Home is there's quite a few board members, I shouldn't say board members, a few, but several other people in the community where we've had some conversations about, well, gee, what are you going to do? And somebody shared with me recently, all their friends are looking at expensive assisted living facilities and they're perfectly healthy, right? But then they started thinking, wow, there's no assisted living facility that seems to beat what we've got going here if you have the right people in place. Okay? And maybe those people aren't necessarily your family members. It's not for me to say. I'm just here to say that there's a million different solutions. We've been across a lot of them, and it's just as creative as you get.
Yeah, that's very true. I know that I didn't bring on, I'm just finishing up the guide for July, so I don't have the exact dates. I know we're playing it 3 times, but I forget what days they are. I should have brought that in, but the guide's going to be printed today or tomorrow. But I know you wanted to talk about one quick tip before we end the segment. You brought something?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's...
Because we've got just like about a minute left.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize so much time flew. Well, every show I kind of like to wrap up and everything that we do with something that I kind of leave behind. This is just a quickie. I don't know if it'll be understood, but in terms of when people are sitting in a wheelchair a long time and they're vain and they have a lot of dignity, they still like to look really good. I'm not marketing anybody's clothing line, but one trick that I used is women are real fragile up front. You know, sometimes they don't grow and their legs are still skinny, and you keep buying bigger and bigger pants because there's a little bit of puff here. So I would go out and I would buy maternity clothes, and then I would cut the labels so my family didn't know.
All right.
Small trick.
There you go. All right, thank you very much. Good to have you on. And again, the dates on that will be coming out, and I seem to recall that it's going to be on Wednesdays, the first 3 Wednesdays of July, but I forgot to write that down, so I apologize. Lisa, thank you. Nice meeting you.
Thanks so much for having me on the show today.
All right, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to write that down. I just finished.
And it's still so wonderful to be home.
Y'all get on up. Get on up and do the Mojo Strut. Everybody. And justice for all. Never feeling no shame. Get on up and do the Mojo Strut. Y'all shake your butt. Shake your butt to the Mojo Strut.
That we did. S is
Slow,
yeah. L is
loud.
good. O is
Yeah, shake your body like you wanna. Get on up and do the Mojo Strut. Somebody scream. Oh yeah. Boogie now. Hey. Oh yeah. Play it, boy. Strut your stuff. Strut your stuff to the Mojo Strut. All right. Now shake your butt.
David's in jail? Where?
Here in San Antonio, ma'am. I'm David's lawyer, and I'm trying to get him out of jail.
Well, what do you need me to do?
Why, $700, or better yet, send me a credit card number and I'll get him out of jail immediately.
When in doubt, hang up. Scammers will find family facts for an emotional effect.
Oh, can I talk to him?
I'm sorry, ma'am. He's in jail. If you want to get him out, you got to get me $700 immediately.
If at all in doubt, hang up. It could save you from financial ruin.
And right now I'd like to welcome Ray Boggio and going to talk about a brand new club. It's called the Deluxe Nightclub. And Ray's been on before with the Ballroom Dancers. So it's great to have you back again, sir.
Thank you, Ken.
Tell me about this. How does this differ from some of the other dance clubs, your own, by the way, your own ballroom dancing club?
Right. Well, I, with some of my friends, have experimented over the last couple of years in having a few events that basically try to break out of the ballroom and provide a mix of music that is between some rock and roll, some ballroom, some Latin and nightclub, a little bit of disco, some Argentine tango, so that everybody has a chance to get up, whether they want to freestyle or they actually want to couples dance. And we found that right mix that people have come back and said we really, really enjoyed that evening. The music was fun.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. You vary it up a little bit, and it kind of sounds from the mix you just told me there, you're sort of looking at the 80s kind of era. Only because during that time, all these different things started to come to, you mentioned like Miami Sound Machine. Remember them? With,
yes,
Gloria Estefan.
absolutely, yeah.
That kind of Latin music, that was sort of disco rock, kind of all big band, all in one.
All in one, that's right, yeah.
That was great music.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun, and we will definitely have some of that kind of music in our events.
Yeah, so this is brand new. You're just starting up,
Brand
and
new.
we're going to put the flyer up in just a bit, but this is going to be next Tuesday.
It's
right?
next Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right,
correct.
July already.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's coming fast.
And tell us about, is this a club that people need to join, or you're going to do this once a month? They just show up and come to there, and is there a fee?
Yeah, this event is free.
Okay.
And we will actually have several events over the year that will be free. The if you want to join the club, there are some benefits.
Okay.
A discount for the dances. There will be a cost to come to some of the dances that we have.
Got it.
And but also, we will be offering some dance lessons that focus on looking good in a nightclub and a party setting. If you want to freestyle, that's one thing. But if you actually want to start to, let's say you want to do a salsa. Okay?
Right.
And you don't know how to do it, and you don't know how to do it with a partner. Well, maybe you might want to take a lesson or two just to know how to do it and have some fun.
Yeah, and of course, you already know about that stuff, don't you? Your background here. And as far as people coming there, do they singles, couples, whatever?
I would say it's great for couples to come. It's also great for if a woman with a few of her girlfriends want to show up for the evening, it'll be good to dance by yourselves, or also there'll be other single people there to dance and just have fun. You know? More of a nightclub setting.
So what are you doing as far as providing the music? Are you going to have a DJ? How is that going to work?
We have for this event here, we will have a new DJ that's coming into the village.
Okay.
It's very good, comes with a lot of years of experience in a variety of genres of music. And we have been working very closely with him to come up with the specific playlist that we want, that we know will get everybody up on the floor.
That'll be a lot of fun.
It will be.
This is the first one, right? When did you start putting this all together? When have you been?
Well, we have had events that go back a couple of years.
Yeah.
And this year we actually did 2. And again, they turned out to be a lot of fun. But this is the first time we're actually doing formally as a formal club of the village.
Yeah. So that's something different. It's a lot of fun, and you're going to have some snacks there and all. This first one is open to everyone. I mean, open meaning it's free.
It's free.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And it's at Clubhouse 5 next Tuesday, July 2nd already, from 7 to 9:30. And you put on the flyer here, must VIP, right?
Yeah, because we just want to make sure we have the right amount of seating, and that when we say snacks, it's more like really nice hors d'oeuvres. So we want to make sure that we have plenty of food.
Okay. And Ray's number is 949-613-4630.
That's correct.
And I doubt this is on the club pages yet, right?
Not yet. We're so new that I don't think we're up there yet.
Right, but it will be. And going forward, you're looking at doing this once a month? Is that the plan, or every couple months?
Dances big like this, we're looking to do them about 7 to 8 times a year.
Okay.
But we're also going to be looking to do a little bit more intimate and smaller dances that maybe feature a specific genre of music. For example, Argentine tango.
Okay.
And we would set up the environment a little bit in a smaller space.
Yeah.
For example, Clubhouse 6 is the dance floor.
Right.
And create that feel like you would be in a tangeria in Buenos Aires type of feel. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So something that for everyone, it sounds like, throughout the year.
Yes, and of those smaller type of dances, we're looking to do 4 to 6 a year.
Yeah. Wow. You got quite a schedule coming up.
Yep.
Along with your ballroom.
Along with the ballroom. Yeah, that still is. And the other thing we're going to be doing is also a showcase in this one. We will have some hula dancers because it's summer.
Yeah, I saw that. In fact, I was looking. People get up and hula too if they want?
They could if they want.
All right. That'll be fun.
Yeah, and we'll also have a really fun showcase that does a fusion of West Coast swing and cha-cha.
Okay.
And we'll have another fusion dance showcase that'll feature rumba and Argentine tango.
All right, very good. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is.
Again, please RSVP to Ray. His number is 949-613-4630. This is going to be happening next week, Tuesday, July 2nd, 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at Clubhouse 5, and a lot of good music to dance to, hula dancers to watch, and great hors d'oeuvres as well.
Right.
Good to
Thank
see
you
you.
so
Hope
much,
to see you back again.
Yeah.
You take care, and we'll be right back.
Great. Thank you.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. Today we're talking to Dr. Chuck Lee of 7-Day Dental. Today's topic is emergency dental care. Doctor, what do we need to know about emergency dental care?
At 7-Day Dental, we are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year for your dental needs.
Thank you, Doctor. So come on in and get your 7-Day Dental smile.
Before I tell you what I'm about to tell you, let me tell you that it's very important that you listen to what I'm going to tell you. Looking good, Albert. The people have spoken. They want a man of action. Real gold? They want a leader who will stare boredom in the face and say, not on my watch. Insert me, Rob Riggle, the new mayor of Funner, California. It's not a word, it's a place.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
This one is going to be a challenge for me.
Everything's moving 100 miles an hour.
This is your worst nightmare. Get out! Please, bring your dish forward.
MasterChef. Wednesdays are watch anytime on demand or Fox Now.
Hello. Well,
Hello.
we've got some good movies today. Friday, well, actually not today, but it's for Friday, 2 and 7 p.m. On the Basis of Sex, and it's a biography and drama. And it is the true story of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, her struggles for equal rights, and the early cases of a historic career that led to her nomination and confirmation as U.S. Supreme Court Associate Justice. And it stars Felicity Jones, Arnie Hammer, and Justin Theroux. So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, good
Looks
movie.
good.
Yeah, very good movie. That'll be Friday. Another good movie coming up. Excuse me, that'll be, did you
Oh,
yes.
up?
No, I just wrote Friday
Well,
from
which one is
Monday.
it?
Yeah, no, I got it right. It's what I wrote on here. The date's right, but
Oh,
the day
gotcha.
is wrong.
So Monday.
That's the Monday movie,
Okay.
Captain Marvel, and I really enjoyed this movie. This is, of course, part of the Marvel Universe, and this all is about Carol Danvers, who becomes one of the universe's most powerful heroes when Earth is caught in the middle of a galactic war between two alien races. This was really well done.
I heard.
It stars Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, Samuel Jackson, and again, because this is part of the Marvel Universe, now that they're moving on into what's called the third phase of the Marvel movies, she's going to be kind of one of the main characters.
Awesome.
So, very good movie.
I have a little tidbit on that.
Yes.
So remember when I interviewed the Air Force pilot?
Yes.
He trained her.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
So isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
So I got to interview him.
Yes. And if,
so that was good.
Yeah, and if you saw Avengers Endgame, she was in that
Oh,
as
that's
well.
right.
Just a bit.
They always just get him in there somehow.
They do. The interesting thing about Avengers Endgame, the part that she did that while she was doing this movie, and everything was CGI'd behind her, all the other actors and everything. So she never even knew. In an interview, she goes, "I didn't even really know the context of what I was doing."
Oh, well.
Interesting
That's
how
a
they
good
do
actor
that now.
for you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. So.
What you got?
Oh, let's talk about the American Legion because they're having their meeting on Thursday, June 27th. They would love to have you come by. It's actually their dinner. It's kind of a Hawaiian-based dinner, $15 per person. If you've never been a part of the American Legion, If you've been an active duty member that was during the time of war, I believe that's how you get in. But even if that's not it, you're all welcome. And give Jackie Yenser a call at 228-2744 for reservations no later than tomorrow, the 26th. So great organization.
Yeah, awesome. And you can have coconut cream pie.
Yes.
That always just caught my eye.
Coconut and yes, and good chicken teriyaki. All right, the weather. I'm enjoying this weather right now because we know it's going to be very hot going into the next couple months. So enjoy this while you can, the June gloom and below normal temperatures. It's very nice. It's clearing. As you saw in the afternoon and evenings, it just depends how thick the marine layer is. It cleared very quickly yesterday. I think today stick around a little bit longer, and then as we go forward, the weekend, we start to warm up to more normal conditions.
Yay!
As you can see there.
I'm happy, the 77 and 79. If it would just stay like that.
Yeah,
and not get up to the 90s, that would be great.
I'd be very happy. Around the area today, everything's a little bit less than what we were yesterday by 3 to 5 degrees. So you kind of know what's going to be out there. Palm Springs, 99 degrees. They went below 100, although some reports show them as 100 today. So they may make it up there. We'll see.
All right. Then tomorrow we have our usual AutoNation. Irvine Toyota will be here to talk about some great stuff going on there. We have Joan Milliman on for Thrive, and then we have the Reform Temple. There must be another event coming up.
Yeah, there
we
must
may or may
be.
not have security tomorrow, so that's why I didn't mention it. So we're not
All
sure
right.
yet. But anyway, have a great day in the village. See you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow.